好，欢迎大家回来。Syberia3。上次我们伪造了文书，这次呢，不知道干嘛，拿义肢吧。我们来看看。为什么自己走？会累格哦，我看一下，这有什么？什么都没有。这城怎么那么冷清呢？
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore.
My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
是这里盛产乌贼。
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
当然啦，那么冷清。跑步的声音蛮特别的，这样。我以为我走对路
It's because of the lake monster that the locks are closed.
不然进去。我现在看看，这有东西，没有啊。这视角。走吧，刚开始要往前走才对。有敲铁的声音了。船长啊
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, Sail. You understand? Bastards waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on. back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
Never。储存了，有听到声音啦、就我是找那个时钟的、我以为是那个铁匠。那车怎么烂了？这看起来像那个修时钟的吧？哦，有时候就只想静静的听一下音乐，不讲话。哎，有了，在这里。哎，不是，这是酒吧。
I'd rather be left here on
Someone
my
stole
own if you
3
don't mind,
chickens
miss.
last.
I hope you find the tavern
I bet it
agreeable,
was those
miss.
damn.
The lake is
Yeah, we
haunted
can't always
by a
accuse the
demon.
foxes. You should go see about complaining to the mayor with all the others.
Waiting.
Okay.
I can't understand why those damn
That's the nice man who helped me leave the Yukon camp. I should go thank him.
Ah, miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the Yukon camp.
Yes, thank you very much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case, you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress. She's his granddaughter.
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Obo. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal, the boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park, on the other side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the U-Calls right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over what they saw as unfair competition. Also, Valsambor hasn't been the same in the last 20 years. There it is.
Is Simon Steiner well known here in Valsambor?
For a long time, he was rather popular. You know, he isn't just a clockmaker. He knows everything about mechanical objects. He repaired everything for everybody here in Valsambor. He also designed the amusement park on the other side of the lake with a colleague of his, a French automaton creator, if I remember. You could say Valsambor owes a lot to Simon Steiner, miss. So when he got sick, I offered to hire Sarah to help a little. You understand?
I'm off. Thank you again for your help.
See you soon, miss.
Waitress 在哪里啊？
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Obo, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk.
哎，这个。
Excuse me, please, miss.
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiner.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
I'm accompanying the Yugal caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Yukals won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Yukals? My god, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
Do you like life in Valsambor?
Oh, there's really not that much to talk about here, you know. I spend all my time here or with grandfather since he got sick.
There was no one who could keep an eye on him for you?
We can't afford it, I'm afraid. I also think I prefer it this way. My grandfather is my only family.
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy. Especially the last few years. But he's actually really adorable. And you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I see exactly what you mean. I used to know someone like that too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
You seem to like the ukulele, Sarah. I get the impression that's rare in Valsambor.
It's true that when it comes to the ukules, people around here can be a bit silly. They go out of their way to make the nomads scapegoats for all of the town's problems since they got stuck here.
But you don't, do you?
Of course not. Grandfather told me that he has actually seen 3 or 4 of the great ostrich migrations in his lifetime, and he always really respected those strange people. He even made sure I would admire them too, you know.
Thank you for your help.
I'll be stopping in to see Grandfather on my next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
那没有礼貌。我原本以为说他爷爷死掉了，吓死我！怎么说向左转哦？到底哦？对，到底左转吗？左转到底，随便，应该会找到。我看了很久，真的，这个游戏没有攻略。这很麻烦，到底左转都在这里啊。
Lost your way, pretty girl?
是这里吗？哦，是这里，那我对了。
Steiner.
哦。
Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the ukulele spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker. Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
I did not steal it. It's a souvenir. It's all I have left of Oscar. A very dear friend.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Yes. It was Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But today he doesn't exist. He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die.
Oh,
Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart. A heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive. A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs, but...
Mr. Steiner,
真的心脏
are
病
you
发。
alright?
My heart... need... my medication. Quickly!
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
哎，你又问
No
他在哪
medication
里
in
啊？
sight. No medication in sight. A prototype for the clinic aviary?
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
但是看到我在那边，
Who would store medication in this mess? Still nothing. Fantastic.
我都在找药还是在那个啊？
An old press clipping.
就我是在找药啊，会不会真的死掉啊？应该剧情需要不会吧？他这是冒险游，他那个是解谜游戏，应该是不会。
Who would store medication in this mess? Kirk's prosthesis, but it looks like it isn't finished. Who would store medication in this mess?
该不会我又卡关了吧？
Who would store medication in this mess? Still nothing. Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
是没有，为什么没有？没有东西可以点啊？怎么一直卡关呢、是我调太难吗？
No medication in sight.
So, you would abandon me to my fate?
为什么这样没有奖杯啊？哦
All
靠
that
啊！
clattering must get really tiring after a while.
诶，这是要干嘛？这是要干嘛？看一下。
T.
哦，又按错了，这是放东西的。我怎么知道要调到什么时候？看一下有什么。
A prototype for the clinic aviary?
然后呢？这好像指的都是蛮多都是类似5:13这种，5:15这一种的。
All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
对啊，差不多都是这个时候哎。哦，为什么是5点？为什么是5点？看的是哪里啊？
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
那有写5点的。
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly, if, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukos. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukos.
You'd do that, Mr. Steiner? That would really be a great help.
So perfect. But dear Miss Walker, are you aware of what lies in store for the nomads when they reach the other side of the lake?
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor cursed town of Baranor. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration. Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker. I'll show you exactly what I mean.
哦，还要下去。好啦，今天到这边结束啦，谢谢大家收看喽。会下去会讲话哦，不会，还好。好了，拜啦。